Hey folks, this is Riker with the Gaming News Wrap-Up video where we discuss the happenings of the week. This week's topics include Nvidia dropping a new line of video cards for millionaires, Blizzard adding an elaborate puzzle in Diablo 2 patch notes that hints at Diablo 4's storyline, Blizzard possibly teasing Diablo 4's release date, and more. As always, discussion timestamps can be found in the description below, but right before you skip ahead, just a quick reminder to ring that sub notification bell to be alerted to new Saturday episodes and stay up to date with gaming news highlights. Now before we move on, just a quick word from this video's sponsor, AFK Arena, and their new crossover event in which Geralt and Yennefer are coming to the game. AFK Arena is an idle RPG in which you collect heroes, build up a team, and level them up. Rather than spending time grinding to level up your heroes or their gear, you auto-collect resources while idle, even when you're a month after the game launched. And the devs week saw 1 million players log in. Now, helping with these numbers, of course, there was a recent patch, a DLC announcement, and a 50% off sale. But the Netflix series is surely the biggest factor here. Have you seen Edge Runners? Sound off in the comments with your thoughts, but no spoilers. I'm an episode or two away from the finale, and so far I've been enjoying it. In some graphics card news, we got at the end of last week a shocking announcement. Evga has terminated its relationship with Nvidia. While the company will continue to sell the 30X series of cards, which it expects to run out of by the end of the year, it will not be making the next generation, and also has no interest in partnering with AMD or Intel. It's just getting out of the video card market entirely, which currently accounts for 78% of the company's revenue. However, Evga says that the partnership with Nvidia was not profitable, and claimed that Nvidia exhibited controlling behavior, including restrictions on how much Evga can charge, while Nvidia itself offered its Founders Edition cards to customers at a discount. A big part of what led to this decision seems to be a souring of the relationship between Evga and Nvidia, and the sense from Nvidia that Evga screwed them over. So it's not just about the money, but the principle of it all. Basically, Evga is saying that the profit margins on cards is so low that they can focus on the other aspects of their business, like power supplies, without a significant drop in profit. Remember, profit and revenue are two different things. Now, this of course was a huge shock to everyone. Evga has been synonymous with Nvidia for the past 2 decades. Almost all of my Nvidia cards have been Evga. Evga really was a trusted name in the GPU space. Weird to say was now, wow. And this is just a big loss for the industry. Then the bad news continued for Nvidia this week when they revealed their 40X series of cards, and consumers were upset by some pretty stark price jumps. The new 4080 will launch with a price of $1,200. Compare that to the 3080, which was $700, the 2080, which was also $700, and the 1080, which was $600. This is a 70% price jump over the previous generation, and double the price that the 1080 was at launch. Now you might say, well, inflation has been high lately.
Not that high.
That's true. So if you factor in inflation, then the 3080 would be about $800, the 2080 about $825, and the 1080 about $740. So still a big jump of about 60%. And remember, these are the prices for the Founders Editions at MSRP. So for what most people are going to actually pay, add another $100 to $200 for retail markup and for third-party manufacturers like MSI and, well, I guess formerly Evga. Then power requirements for the 40X cards are also high. We knew they would be. A 4090, for instance, needs a minimum of an 850 watt power supply. And with the cost of energy going up recently, that could easily be another $100 to $200 a year in electricity. Oh, and the price of the 4090 itself? $1,600. It's like they're charging the prices they could have gotten away with during the crypto boom, when cryptocurrency miners were buying up all the cards and everything became incredibly expensive because of scarcity. But now the crypto boom has crashed and miners aren't buying up cards anymore, they're selling them off. Meanwhile, the Nvidia CEO has said that falling GPU prices are a story of the past. Specifically, during a Q&A session, he said, quote, "Moore's law is dead. A 12-inch wafer is a lot more expensive today. The idea that the chip is going to go down in price is a story of the past." Now, Moore's law was the observation that the number of transistors in a chip doubles roughly every 2 years, and this law has held mostly true since 1975, though advancements did start to slow down around 2010. Now, part of Moore's law is the implication that costs would decrease, as we did observe for the longest time. We would see a 30 to 60% annual drop in the cost to produce microprocessors. And this is because as you put more transistors onto a chip, the cost for each transistor decreases. But now, Nvidia is basically saying that we've reached the point at which the cost is no longer decreasing, so more power from now on will always be more expensive. A little icing on the cake here, it's worth noting that the 40 series will not support DisplayPort 2.0. Nvidia is really setting up AMD for a slam dunk here. The 40 series of cards will start releasing in October, so you'd best start applying for those loans today. If you're interested in grabbing one and you're seeing that they're selling a 480 with 12 gigabytes for only $900 versus the $1,200 price for the 16 gigabyte 480, just be aware that you're basically buying a 4070 that's been branded as a 4080. I do want to be fair to Nvidia though. We do have some great Nvidia news this week. Nvidia has made some free DLC for Portal that introduces RTX to the game. So if you own Portal, you can now play it with even more realistic lighting, which is very cool. Then in some massive news this week, we had last weekend a huge GTA 6 leak. A hacker posted to the GTA forums a zip file with 90 leaked GTA 6 videos, along with a message saying, quote, "It's possible I can leak more data soon. GTA 5 and 6 source code and assets, GTA 6 testing build." The clips showed what looked like an early alpha build of the game with in-development and placeholder assets. Hack then opened a channel of communication for the GTA 6 publishers to negotiate a deal with them, and after getting flooded with a deluge of troll comments from random internet goers, he then had to send an update saying he's looking for email from an official email account. So while this hacker was apparently smart enough to get access to the content, which
see if that fixed
seems to have
the
been via
issue I
social
was having.
engineering rather than classic code hacking,
Yep.
it seems he wasn't smart enough to fully think through his whole extortion plan. And knowing that publisher Take-Two was aggressive enough in the past to send private investigators to the homes of people who were simply making GTA mods in order to effectively threaten them, I think this leaker may find himself in some trouble soon. And update, the hacker has been arrested in Oxfordshire by City of London police. He's 17 years old. Now, a lot of people who have seen the footage have said that the game looks bad, and this is a perfect example of why leaks like this are harmful to developers. Yes, an in-development build intended only for internal use is going to look bad. That doesn't mean the game itself will end up looking bad. You don't want to know how the sauce is made. All your favorite games look like crap at some stage of development because it's not necessary for the game to look good while it's being developed. In fact, while you're working in the engine, you don't want to be rendering all these unnecessary things. One incredibly bad take by one Twitter user went viral, in which he stated, quote, "Meme with lots of devs then tweeting out development footage or screenshots of excellent games that looked half-baked during development, while repeating, graphics are the first thing finished in a video game." The original Twitter user has since made his profile private. How embarrassing. In some Torchlight Infinite news, David Brevik has joined the Torchlight Infinite team as a consulting producer. The team said, quote, "His expertise and input from a gamer's perspective will help Torchlight grow better in the future." David Brevik, of course, is one of the fathers of Diablo, being one of the creators of Diablo 1 and 2. This is a big win for the Infinite team. The game's closed beta also recently ended, and the devs subsequently released a blog post detailing their plans to adjust microtransactions based on feedback. And they clarified that things are still not final. Overall, the changes are a step in the right direction, and I'm hoping with more feedback, they can take a couple more steps. But basically, the changes
like
tackle
3 or
a
4
couple
miles
different
back.
angles. First off, the game has a trade house. Not quite an auction house, but basically the same thing. There's no real money trade here, though. It's just a way for players to trade items with each other for non-premium currency. However, you can only list X number of pages of items, and then you can spend real money to list more items.
Fuck that
So in
shit.
response to feedback, they're increasing the base number of free listings we get. They're also reducing the cost you have to pay for extra listings, and they're including extra
Fuck
listings
that.
as part of the season pass. In some Path of Exile news, the devs announced a t-shirt design competition with prizes awarded to the best designs. And the community has been relentlessly trolling with meme submissions, like this one from Twitter user Clush, or this one from Arathatron, or this one from eMiracles, or this one from Xvin77. With the reception to the current expansion, this was unfortunate timing to run a t-shirt contest, though I'm sure this was pre-planned from before the expansion launch. If you want to submit something serious to the contest, I'll pop a link in the description. The prizes include the Lord's Labyrinth Path of Exile gamebook in the style of old classic choose-your-own-adventure D&D light experiences, a signed art print, Path of Exile t-shirts, and your choice of a variety of cosmetics. Then in some Diablo 2 Resurrected news, patch 2.5 has gone live ahead of the launch of Season 2, which will be on October 6th. We've spoken about the two new major features already, Terror Zones and Sundering Charms. Sundering Charms will be a ladder-only feature, but Terror Zones have come to non-ladder as well. The possibility, of course, exists that Blizzard adds the Sundering Charms into non-ladder in the future, if there's enough positive response to these immunity-breaking charms. A new community-made resource website has also emerged, the Terror Zone Tracker, so that you can easily keep track of what zone is terrorized without having to boot up the game. You can find it on d2runewizard.com, link in the description. This patch also introduces some final changes to the Sundering Charms. First off, they also apply to your pets and summons, as they should, but also instead of granting a fixed amount of negative resistance to us, this negative resistance will roll on a range, thus allowing you to farm for better or worse Sundering Charms. The most exciting thing, at least for me, about the patch notes, however, was the dropping of an ARG at the end. Call it an ARG, call it a puzzle. It was a series of coded messages in which we needed to work our way through and decrypt, and as of now, it's almost fully decrypted, but we'll talk through where we are and how we've gotten there. So this all began when, at the end of the patch notes post, we saw PS, we were flipping through the old Diablo 2 manual, this is a link to the PDF of the D2 manual, and found this confounding inscription. What does it all mean? Picture of lots of really cool Diablo memorabilia, but then there's this journal front and center with gobbledygook, an arrow and question marks, clearly some form of coded message. As hints, we have this symbol here, this coin that is an emblem of D2R. Beneath that, we have the chat gem, and then we have keys. So some clever folks figured out that this was encoded with a Visionaire cipher, and that's a cipher in which you need to use a key, which could be anything, it could be a word, in order to decode it. And so if you apply the key Resurrected, as in Diablo 2 Resurrected, this message becomes decoded. And the message decodes to so many gems, what do these orange numbers mean? So that was another puzzle to solve. And again, then we have D2R logo, chat gem, keys. The chat gem in Diablo 2 Resurrected is the key. So some clever folks again started booting up D2R and spam clicking the chat gem. And you can do this yourself from within the game. You click on lobby, that'll take you to the chat, and then you start clicking the chat gem over and over and over. It's going to say activated, deactivated until eventually, and it can take a very long time, a golden sequence of numbers or an orange sequence of numbers will appear. A 9-digit number sequence. And that's going to look something like this over here. Now, interestingly enough, allegedly, these numbers have been in the game since launch. Reports have emerged, or reports emerged again a year ago at launch of D2R, that these numbers were there. So this apparently has been in the game since then, and no one knew what it did. So again, we had these 9-digit numbers being outputted. And what do you do with those? Well, again, they're linking the Diablo 2 manual. Some very clever individuals figured out that the first 3 digits of the number refer to an order, a sequence in which they appear. Then the second 2 digits refer to the page on the PDF. The next 2 are the line, and the final 2 numbers are the word. And so you keep generating these numbers within D2R, and this became a huge community effort. A document was made spearheaded by Wolfie, but a number of Diablo 2 content creators started to get their communities involved in this as well. It really was a beautiful coming together of the community to start sending in tons of data to help parse this. Again, as of the time of this recording, 10 of the numbers have yet to be discovered, so there's still some gaps, but there are in total 666, a most virtuous number. Now, as I recorded my interpretation of all this text, all these 666 words, the video was getting very long, so we're gonna make a separate video just for that, because I know not everyone is interested in seeing the full 20-minute breakdown of lore stuff. But suffice it to say that it appears as though the text goes through the history of Diablo, talking about what has already happened in past Diablo games, and suggesting what is going to happen in Diablo 4. So stay tuned for that video, which will release tomorrow. Then, in some Diablo 4 news, last weekend saw a major Diablo 4 leak. Around 43 minutes of footage from the Friends and Family beta, which was under NDA. The footage appears to have been recorded through Discord. What likely happened is some tester broke their non-disclosure agreement by streaming the game to their friends over Discord, thinking they could trust their friends. Unfortunately, one of those friends recorded the stream and disseminated it on the internet, and the footage is plastered with a watermark that contains the tester's unique ID, so it will be trivially easy for Blizzard to track down who the leak was. And since this is a Friends and Family beta, the employee who extended the beta invite to their friend or family member will likely get in trouble, so all done. Blizzard has been issuing DMCA takedowns to the footage wherever it appears, so of course we're not going to show any of that footage here, but the response from people who have seen the footage has been very positive, despite the footage having been recorded at very low quality and the gameplay including placeholder assets. Following the leak, we got this week an official announcement for an upcoming endgame beta. We covered this fully in this video over here, but in short, you have until October 11th to sign up for the beta, and if you do not get an invite by November 18th, then you were not selected. This will be a closed beta, so people won't be allowed to stream or talk about it, but early next year, a public beta will begin. The endgame beta will give full access to Diablo 4's endgame, while keeping the story campaign secret. We got details on what endgame elements will be included. Again, check out the video for the full details. But some folks have started to express concern over what may be some daily activities. It's unclear whether these are or are not dailies, and by dailies we mean objectives with rewards that can only be completed within a limited time frame. Dailies introduce something called FOMO, short for fear of missing out. People feel compelled to log in during the designated time to complete the objective and obtain the reward because they'll miss out otherwise. They can never recoup that reward. This has a great impact on retention. It successfully keeps players logging in every day to do their daily quests. However, while it is effective at its task, it does come with baggage. A lot of players feel that dailies are just chores that must be done. It's work rather than fun. A lot of players feel like they need to do their dailies before they can then play with friends or otherwise move on to activities that they actually want to be doing. I think if a game does have dailies of some kind, the downsides of dailies can be mitigated in two ways. First, by ensuring that the reward from a daily is not something unique from the daily. That is, if you miss a daily, you can just farm elsewhere through regular play and catch up on what you missed. A daily is just a more efficient means of getting that reward. Of course, we can't have a difference in efficiency of 100 to 1, then it becomes pointless to do anything other than just log in and do your dailies. The second mitigating factor is to make the daily objective something that could reasonably be achieved through regular gameplay. So games that have dailies like kill 10 enemies without having a weapon equipped, that's just silliness. No one wants to play a game like that. But if it's just kill 100 monsters in Baal's throne room, well, thanks. I was gonna do that anyway. Again though, it's not clear that there even are dailies in D4. But now it's time to put on our tinfoil hats, because Blizzard may be dropping secret hints at the release month for Diablo 4. Listen closely here to what Diablo franchise general manager Rod Ferguson says.
Now, as Diablo 4 marches towards its launch next year,
and look at what the blog post says, as we march forward toward releasing Diablo 4 in 2023. Now, over the past few months, we've had speculative talks on when Diablo 4 may release. March 2023 was the earliest reasonable date we could guess based on theories related to the release of Diablo books, plus past betas from past Blizzard games. If it doesn't release in March, then it should release by June at the latest, because all games shown at the Xbox and Bethesda showcase in June were said to release within the next 12 months. Let's also remember, at BlizzCon 2010, the Diablo 3 team was asked when the game would release. They replied, likely 6 months after beta starts. Diablo 3's beta began in September 2011, and the game released 8, not 6, months later, in May 2012. However, it seems they were originally targeting the first quarter of the year because they announced a delay to shareholders in February, so they likely were still targeting 6 months at the start of beta. So if this strategy remains the same a whole decade later, then 6 months from now is March. We don't know for sure when this beta starts. They said the deadline to apply is October 11th, but in theory it could be starting tomorrow. Regardless, even if it's October, that would mean April if we go by the 6 months. Just food for thought. And that's going to wrap up this week's video. But do be sure to check out last week's video in which we discussed the new charms being added to Diablo 2 that completely changed the meta. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to my Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube supporters for making these videos possible. If you like what you see on this channel and want to support the creation of more content, you can consider pledging on YouTube or Patreon and unlocking behind-the-scenes content, monthly virtual hangouts, and more. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. Check out these other videos and subscribe to join Riker's Raiders for more gaming content.
We will have justice.
Yes.
I'm not doing that stuff for Magister.
We will persevere.
Beware than you are. Trust no one.
Need to go train and turn in the other quest, which will not quite level me. Fuck. Oh well.
Baladash, Malanore. We will have
What the fourth one would have been.
Oh boy. Oh, the glitch. Okay. All right. What are we gonna do today? Well, here's a new biography, Becoming Pokemon. 5 up solid, he has vision.
quick as hell.
What happened? That was 2 in a row, man. Leave him alone.
No.
Well, this is deeply upsetting because I can't really do anything to help DK's death either. I went into storage, filled up my fuel can, ran back out, and DK's body was just outside it on the node. It's a
Let this guy
drive-by.
play. God damn it. Let him
It's a
play.
drive-by on the node.
I can
Was it
confirm
Steve?
it wasn't Kimi this round or this one.
Thanks, I fixed
She was-
lights.
Yeah.
Obviously came in
5 up
after.
totally has
I did
vision.
see
He started
Ellen
running
just
towards
like,
me. He saw the
just
two
like,
pokies.
just like standing in dropship
Just
on the
hanging
bottom
around,
though.
man.
Yeah, what did
Hanging
you
around.
see? The body was right below you, Ellen. Do you see anything?
I saw nothing.
Where did this happen?
Useless. Useless.
Yeah, I thought your movement was weird, Koji, but that makes sense that you went into storage because, like,
Yeah, I just
we were
filled up my
walking
little can.
towards lab and then you like turned around. I thought it was weird.
Yeah, I think I was just deep in thought, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do my storage.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
I like that
Pokey.
outlet. I was in my thoughts. I was in my
This is not pokey.
Yeah, me and 5 up are just on the node. That's all we
What
do.
really clear-
Wait,
the one,
which...
like right to the dropship.
Yeah,
Oh,
I left it like
okay,
maybe half a
Isn't that
second
where
ago.
DK died?
No.
No, this
Is
is
it?
the node outside storage by electrical, and it's a drive-by kill for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, it's the
There's
other
a-
one. On the
How
left.
many people
We're on
can
the
be
right.
assigned to one node?
So wait,
I'm gonna go ahead and
you're
clear
vouching for
Steve.
Kimmy?
As many as you want because
as many
we
as
have
you want.
increased tasks. We have
So
increased
Avli, you're
tasks.
vouching for Kimmy?
I'm vouching for Kimmy. And here's the thing. DK wasn't at that node when I left it to go to lights. So he must have gone to that node while lights were going down.
Yeah, me and Avali were on that node.
I'm in the middle of
together, and we
office.
split up.
Yeah.
Someone not
So it could be one of you. No.
It could. I am in weapons, mega sus.
Theory, you guys, this would have to be someone who wasn't paying enough attention last
It's
round to
not
notice
Steve.
that, or last game to notice that DK died first.
So
Someone
you?
with no
So
tact.
you, yeah.
You.
No, it's not Steve. It's not Steve.
Why is it not
Thanks,
Steve?
Z.
Why is it not Steve?
I'm not telling you why.
Oh, is he voting for me?
Steve.
Someone that wasn't paying attention last game.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the lights were out. And 5 Up saw that second pokey. I was nowhere near him. Also, I wonder if DK was 5 Up's partner. Oh, he's closing doors on me 100%. I think he was an imposter. Oh, shit. All right. Damn, what the hell is going on with these reactors? His body's being stuck in here? Oh, no one's dead. All right.
Okay, I found her body right at Vitals. I was about to check it. I went through Spess. I passed Dumdog
Me.
and Ellum. Well, Ellum
Yes.
didn't. You weren't in
Yeah, no, I was in
Spess.
lab.
You were in lab. Yeah.
I have
where is this?
every spec task. All 4 of them.
This probably isn't Kimmy. I saw her on the download thing in electrical.
Can
Where'd you say the body was, Huffy?
This body was kind of recent. It was like
Where did you say
after
the body was?
reactor. Vitals?
This is near Vitals. Yeah.
Okay.
Like right under.
Can I tell you something I noticed last round?
Yeah.
I just noticed the reactor getting called on cooldown.
I know. I kind of thought
Yeah.
something.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought.
DK.
Wait, what does that mean?
I mean,
I could be crazy. I could be crazy.
I mean, someone.
Does that mean?
It could.
You think
but
DK
it's
was an
not
imposter?
guaranteed.
Dead man.
Does that mean Steve shared?
I actually. I was gonna
No,
say.
I don't think he did that.
Z, how are you so sure of me?
I'm so
It
sure
was
of you, man. I can
I'm
see it right
sure.
through
I
you.
don't think you did
Wait,
this kill.
Steve
Not,
could
I
have
don't think you're a
glitched.
killer
He
in
could have
general.
glitched DK.
I want to know what Z
Steve,
is saying.
why do you
Yeah,
guys mind your own
Z's-
fucking business?
Z's got something, man.
I was clearing Steve just because he was typing in the chat last meeting, and I just cleared him for no reason. That is the honest truth.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Well, that
appreciate the
sucks
honesty.
for me. Now,
Does suck for
I
you.
got a real clear.
But take the clear,
All
man.
good. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, if you say this kill is recent, it's not dumb dog because he's still in laboratory.
It's probably not Kimmy.
It's probably not Steven or me.
Really?
Yeah, not Pookie a lot this round.
Well, not this
It's
one
probably
round.
not.
I
It's
can't
probably
do a
not me
full
either.
clear.
I think I'm committing to
Yeah,
playing
I
just for
also
this game.
think
Especially if it's
me.
recent. Where was this body found again? Towards lab? Specimen?
Oh,
I think it was in
Steve.
specimen.
Vitals.
Maybe I'll
wasn't
play Executioner on Steve.
it? That's why I cleared you, freaking
Our
Steve.
enemies will fall.
Steve,
Now I
just
understand.
Man.
Farewell.
DK's just calling a reactor.
Yeah, I could just jump his out and take the
Oh,
stairs.
that's funny.
State your business.
I wonder if there's an underdog, if that's even enabled.
Remember the sun well. We will
Steve's got a button.
Oh.
Do I just choose on these people? I do.
Boring game of Among Us you've ever played? This is how you're gonna call reactor off the bat every time? Every just a button.
Our enemies will
This is fun for you guys?
Dude, who do you think is doing it? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
this
DK.
is not
Huh, it says there's a quest, but there's not.
DK. He got sheriff.
Oh, yeah, actually is, yeah.
No, I don't think he got shared. I think he got glitched.
Steve, is DK
Yeah,
your
sure.
imposter
I mean,
partner, and this is
You
frustration
think
on
there's
your
a
part?
glitch? I don't think
No,
there's a
I'm not
glitch
buttoning out of
because there's
frustration.
been one kill.
There's
True.
So I'm just saying
definitely
it's
DK
so
dead and Steve,
slow.
you're dragging it on.
No, I'm just saying like that's why I thought Steve was sheriff, but I guess not. But anyway.
I'm not sure.
This button is to tell DK to stop so he can actually call lights.
I'm interested to know what happened to DK
What if
though.
it's
That's for
what
sure.
if it's not DK though? What if it's just a coincidence?
Oh my god, is it you,
Might be
dumb
you,
dog?
dumb dog.
Steve?
The reckoning is at hand.
What a dumb game so far. Oh shit.
That in. Okay.
He closed it on me. He's pissed at me. Oh god.
Stabby stab.
I'm already getting war flashbacks from Yo, we're neither Hafu or Steve were hitting that. It was me. They were both waiting on there. Although it could just be weird ass timing.
What the fuck?
I believe it's upstairs.
What happened?
What the fuck?
What?
I know this is a. I know that's
There's
a
a bed
morphling
right there.
too.
Why is he just laying on the ground?
Who do you see?
I know this is not Elam or Hafu, and I know it's not Steve.
Awesome.
How do you know
Wait,
it's a morph?
How do you know this? Wait, Steve, where are you right now?
Because I just passed
top
Steve
right
before
reactor and I'm going into lab.
I trust Koji and Steve. And
Really? Can
Hafu.
anyone vouch
Why
you?
did you trust
I can
me?
vouch because I saw Steve go when I went up through there. When you guys entered there and Elam went to the right, I saw Steve going there. So it can't be Steve for this.
Okay, so what I see is I'm walking down after a reactor with Kimmy through electric, and then Steve comes up and kills Kimmy, and then I turn around to report it, and 5 Up is there too. But I'm pretty sure it's not 5 Up.
Hafu. So okay, Hafu and Steve. Hafu and Steve. I have a.
Steve, did you kill
Hafu and Steve. I have an unrelated question for you two.
Yeah, what's up?
Where are
At
you
the
right
reactor call,
Going in a lab.
you guys were both sitting on right reactor, and it wasn't until I opened right reactor and hit the button that's when it got fixed. So neither
No,
of
I
you.
held it down the whole time.
Is that just some weird timing?
Could be
guess
weird
so.
timing,
I held
yeah.
it the whole time.
I thought you guys were just sitting there.
Could legit just on the left hit it at the same time that you hit on the right.
I literally held it the whole time.
I think this means that Steve and 5 will be paired if they were bad, right? But
Yes.
I'm pretty sure one is DK is dead, and I don't know if there's a glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, unless it's a morphling for the second killer.
sounds like it could be. It could be glitch. There could still be 2 killers for sure.
That's
Hell,
true.
there could still be 3 killers.
That's true too.
3?
Yeah, because there could be 2 imposters and a glitch still.
I don't think there's.
I don't think there is, but there could be. Can't rule it out. Dude,
Can't
it's
rule
crazy
it out.
how wrong you are so consistently. Like it's like
It's not
eventually
consistent.
you think you'd.
Chat, I've killed all 3 of these people. What is happening? Am I the only killer left? I'm still certain 5 Up has vision. Okay. I know I killed DK and he's probably a killer. I got Elam and Dumb Dog. I'm just gonna go on the med base again.
1 second, I'm sitting here making food.
I'll just hang out on med bay.
Bet
Tell
you
me,
feel
just tell
real
me, just
silly
tell me.
now.
No more meetings because
No
as
more
soon
What is
as,
happening?
you know, and then they're gonna call seismic
No.
again. And then,
There are no more
and
meetings.
then-
There's no more meetings.
Are there
Why
not?
are there no more
What do you
meetings?
mean?
Well, because it's DK and 5 Up. I finished my
Like,
Why?
task.
What a
Oh,
Oh.
what an annoying way to play this game. That
Oh,
has
do you
run.
have the role where you finish your task and then it tells you
Yeah.
to
There was
go?
literally no options we had this game.
Oh.
Was it just unlucky sheriff or?
No.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a glitch.
Sorry. Sorry.
There's a glitch still alive.
Oh.
It's Z.
Huh?
now
It might be.
I have been trying to clear you this whole game, Steve.
Oh wait, I'm alive. I can
Yeah, 'cause
keep
you know I'm the
talking.
dumb one.
Yeah, I'm on the screen.
I'm voting for Steve.
Oh my god.
You're voting for Steve? I'm down. Honestly, get me out of this game. I voted Steve.
Wait, so it wasn't DK?
No, it was.
It must have been, right?
Watch this man be
So-
Jester.
no, no,
Watch
no.
this.
This was the worst
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
of
there could be a glitch.
Me?
You know, glitch kills
The
everyone.
other Steve, guys. What are you
Got it.
doing?
Anu Belore
So there's still a
Varana.
glitch alive.
Salama
And
Ashalanore.
it's Z.
No, it's not.
I could see it honestly.
Oh, I really thought he was Jester. Honestly, if there's a sheriff, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. What a game. What a fucking game. Yeah, I'll just go right up here. Oh, Ellen's gonna try and do it. Oh shit, Koji. I knew you're probably sheriff.
Oh, come on, man.
That was the best thing among us ever.
Why can't I start this quest?
Yo,
great job, crewmates. Let's go.
Let's not button like that.
I mean, no one knew what was happening.
The reactor calls were so awful.
5 I totally knew you had imposter vision that first round. Because you walked back towards the 2 pokies.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again.
I had it narrowed down to you and Steve for the glitch, and I was like trying to signal, hey, I need your help, but stupid ass whatever snitching.
Oh, that's the one I literally just did. Okay. It's just fucked up for some reason, still displaying.
Pokey.
Got it.
Oh, sorry.
I was executioner. I had to get you voted out. And then I think
the sheriff killed the glitch, which was the only remaining evil thing.
Who is the sheriff?
It was Ellen.
It was me.
Oh, nice. Nice job, Ellen.
I hacked him on right reactor, and then he
noise.
ran away.
I had to try to vote Pokey out, and I had no idea how to run a.
Did someone just have sandpaper?
Yeah, that was not an executioner type game.
Oh, I hate the snitch. The 20%.
Yeah, someone just made my teeth crawl.
Is snitch 100%? Even though
it's 20.
Alright. Oh no. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay, waiting for this Hafu. Oh wow. That was quick.
He's sheriffed, I think. I think it looked like he exploded. Either Hafu killed him or he exploded, and I don't think Hafu killed him.
I'm in storage. Is this the storage?
Yeah. He legit exploded. I think he's an idiot.
Who did he shoot on?
I don't even know. There were like 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
Wait, really? I only saw you, but I'm still filling up.
Wait, I saw you too, Hafu. I walked in with you.
I don't see you. I only saw Dum-Dog.
Let me see if any of those are on
I didn't see
sale.
a jump, at least.
Probably not.
Like,
I mean,
do you
I
really
believe
think a
you.
man wearing American truck nuts isn't gonna just shoot his gun at the first opportunity?
The swooper is not enabled, right? No swoopers?
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a sheriff.
Can I just clarify who's in that room? It's Hafu.
Doesn't matter. I'm almost certain
Well,
this is
Pan
the
and
sheriff.
Pokey, right? She reported. Did you see a kill?
Yeah, so I walked in. No, I didn't really see a kill. I actually saw you standing. I didn't see you jump or anything, and I saw the report button. So.
Oh yeah, I'm on my
Well, it's
top.
not
So that
Kimmy.
should be
So I do think it might be.
a sheriff.
It's just a bad sheriff.
Protect Kimmy at all costs.
The
Unless
worst
it was
sheriff.
someone on the other side, like Ovally or whoever else was in there. I actually couldn't see anyone aside from that.
I'm not gonna try to clear myself because I think he shot me, but I don't.
Oh my god, I'm alive. What the fuck?
Sorry, DK.
What's up, everyone? Hi. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for last game.
Here, DK, I'll vote for myself.
Please don't.
Steve's streak of being a menace of a sheriff is over.
Yeah, can I be honest, Steve? If I was bad, I would have been pretty pissed at you. I would have been pretty upset.
I didn't know he shot at you.
The more you speak, the more I'm bad.
Yeah, me too.
I don't actually know. It could have been anyone, but I think it was me.
Okay, maybe I should just kill his DK this whole time. And look, if he ends up being Jester and he gets that Jester dub, hey look, I feel great about that. There's Ovally. What the fuck happened there? Okay. Well, that's pretty crazy. Time to be DK.
Someone just killed with the name DK. Just so you know, dumb dog.
Wait.
Is DK an imposter?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, I'm next to dumb dog, so I can tell you what happened.
So is that a morphling
Okay,
then?
Nope.
No.
DK's a fucking blackmailer.
Ovally.
Oh, you want me?
No,
I was
DK.
gonna
No, I
say,
saw DK
Hafu
go
and
up to
Pokey, I
left
don't know if
reactor.
transformed or if they transported, because Hafu was there a second and it flashed, or Pokey was there for a second and it flashed.
Yeah,
into Hafu.
I got transported
I
out of
got
Spec.
transported, yes, into Spec.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, that
Okay.
should clear it.
Wait, what does that mean? That means one of you are a transporter?
No, it means we just got
6,
picked by the
7, 8, 9, 10.
I mean, the transporter can transport themselves, so that is possible.
Would you guys like me to speak for Dumb Dog here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Speak for Dumb Dog.
yes, please.
Well, okay, so Dumb Dog, I've been following him the whole game. But listen, here's the crazy thing. He went on the node top left lights, you know, the one that for the gas or whatever. And someone as DK just killed. Like, I'm not even joking. Someone just worked as well.
DK's fucking. He's an imposter. He's an imposter.
Why can't he speak, DK?
He'll be able to speak next round.
Because you'll probably kill him next round.
No, Dumb Dog.
Playing with your
once he's
food,
able to
Alright,
talk,
Dumb
he'll
Dog,
clear
I'll
me.
protect you.
Yes, protect Dumb Dog. He's gonna clear me. Watch.
He can't speak, man.
Do I ever get this passionate unless I'm
Yes. Yes.
Someone killed me! They're trying to frame me, man.
I believe you. I skipped.
Thank you.
I
I
voted
didn't
for
get
DK.
this kill.